Hey everybody, I'm Josh.
I'm Jace.
We're here to watch Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, episode 20. Jace, what happened last time?
Lust is fucking dead.
She's fucking dead, dude. We burned that bitch. And, oh god, Jace, I'm not gonna lie. That's a lot of people's favorite moment. It's definitely people's favorite. I think it's definitely a lot of people's favorite Mustang moment. You fucking incinerated her. And I love his lines. Just, you said I couldn't kill you, but I'd like to try. Just snap, snap, snap. Take away the alchemy. Like there's a part where he's like, it's a later down the road. He's doing his alchemy. He's like, well, take away the alchemy. Looks fucking stupid.
Just like fucking PK fire this shit.
Yeah, it looks fucking stupid if you took away the alchemy.
He's just spamming PK fire.
But like, oh my god, dude, so yeah. The reason Lust died was because she exhausted all the energy in her Philosopher's Stone. That's how you kill the homunculi. You have to exhaust all the energy in the Philosopher's Stone. In the original series, they had an actual weakness, something that was like you couldn't kill them unless you had this, and it was like their kryptonite, which I don't want to delve into.
But their life force is tied to the Philosopher's Stone, so you can't just take it away from them either.
Yeah, you thought she was dead for a second, but then you were like, because you ripped it out of her chest, and you were like, it can't be that easy, because she's disintegrated. And you're like, it can't be that easy. For the longest time, I couldn't remember. I knew Alphonse was there. I couldn't remember why Ed separated from him.
Right.
Yeah. And then remember, Ed, I love in the span of like 2 or 3 episodes, you're like, Mustang needs to fucking die. And then you're like, dude,
I take back everything
I said. He's a pretty cool character. He's a lot of people's favorite Brotherhood character for that moment and other moments down the line. So, and Jace, the last episode ended with Ed going. Actually, I think he went back to Risenbul for a little bit. And who did he see at his mother's grave?
Apparently, his father.
Yes. Do you notice anything about him? Does he look familiar at all?
He looks similar to the guy who ate Greed.
Interesting. They're the same person. You never, unless you see them at the same time. You know how like you saw him, the guy who I'll just tell you, his name is the homunculi referred to him as father. I don't think he really has any other name. But
I will point this out though. Remember Tron Legacy?
I never watched that movie.
We saw it in theaters. What are you talking about?
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did.
We didn't. I've never seen that movie. You're talking out of your ass.
I think you're full of shit.
No,
you're just choosing not to remember.
No. You and Emily, why do people think I've seen these movies with you?
You have seen it. No. I know for a fact you have.
I have not seen a Tron movie. Okay. So make your point about Tron Legacy.
So, it starts with this I can't remember the kid's name, but his father goes into the Tron world. And he's like, oh, I'll be right back. But he never comes back. And it's like, many years later, he's like, I gotta find out what happened to my dad. He tries to search through the computer. He ends up going into the world himself. And he's looking around, and eventually he runs into his dad, who doesn't look like he's aged. Except he finds out it's not actually his dad.
Isn't like some ugly CGI face looking thing, though? I know that.
Not really.
Okay, then I don't know.
He's a copy who was made to look exactly like his dad by his own dad, and he never ages.
Interesting comparison.
So he finds his own dad, and just like, huh?
Interesting comparison. Yeah.
So maybe.
You know how you saw...
That might be what's going on. Because I don't trust you.
Because you know how you saw Father for the first time, and you were like, oh, it's their fucking father. And I'm just like, you were looking at me like you wanted an answer. I'm just like, it's complicated.
I hate you.
All right, play the episode. Patreon is a thing. Full length early access. You know the deal. Like he a snack. Okay, there's no end credit scene. But Jason, I need to put something in perspective to you. When you were like, when the grandma was like, "Oh my God, you haven't aged a day." Let me give you, and you were like suspicious. Let me give you some context just to how much he hasn't aged. Let me give you some feedback, okay? Like a reference. So in the middle, Hohenheim, right? On the right, to the right of him, that's Winwy's grandma.
What?
He's got the pipe, and there's got automail stuff in front of him.
How in the fuck?
He takes good care of his skin. What could I say?
Or he is the same person who's drinking fucking Philosopher's Stones.
That's the secret. Oh my god. Dude, or, it is just anime, Jace. It's just anime. Like, why would anybody have Armstrong's haircut? with the one pubic hair sticking out of his forehead. And in Naruto, there's a lady named Tsunade who uses like a chakra thing to make herself look youthful, even though she's 50 years old. It could just be anime, Jace. It could be something more. It could be a red herring. It could be me trying to fuck with you.
And this could be me punching you.
Either way.
Asshole.
I kind of like the little detail where
It also says 66 at the bottom, so I assume that means 1866?
Yes, because what year is it right now? Is it like 1917 or something?
No, their mom died in 1904.
And then,
How much time has passed since their mom died?
like 10 years, I think?
Really?
Maybe, like... I don't know how old they were when their mom died. How like Ed's like 16, 17? Can you turn that off?
Hohenheim?
What about Hohenheim?
That's what I'm asking. That's how you say his name?
Yeah, Hohenheim. I kind of like the little detail that Hohenheim noticed the dog leaving the room. He's like, oh, that means Ed's right there probably. And then he started talking about the dead body. So I'm like, So he's like telling Ed this without telling him it. You think?
Tell me I'm a dumbass without telling me I'm a dumbass. That's kind of what it seems.
So yeah, what they ended up making was just a body, not their mom. If you're gonna attempt human transmutation, wouldn't you actually why wouldn't you just dig up her corpse? I feel like that'd be easier. But you said, you have to make a body? I think what defines human transmutation...
How much time passed between her death and the time they tried to do a human transmutation?
Like a few years? Like maybe 3, 4?
About 3 years before they finally tried a human transmutation?
They had to get good at alchemy.
Hang on.
They had to get good at alchemy.
Fullmetal Alchemist timeline.
You might get some spoilers from that. Here, I'll look at it for you. I'll look at it for you.
Before known history.
Oh, no. You're gonna get spoilers. Do trust me, you're gonna get spoilers. I'll look it up for you, okay?
Asshole. That's what I was looking in the past,
Okay.
But you're telling me there's gonna be flashbacks?
Okay. At 1899, Edward is born. In 1900, Alphonse is born. Okay. Trisha dies in 1904. So Ed and Al were 5 and 4.
Respectively.
Yes. 4 years later, in 1908, in the summer, Ed and Al are accepted as Zumi Curtis's apprentices. And later that year...
You said 8?
Yeah.
So they were 9 and 8.
Yeah, they were 9 and 8. And then later that year, they finished their training and returned to Risen Bowl. 1910, so 11 and 10, they attempt human transmutation and fail. And then they get their automail. 1 year later, Ed becomes a state alchemist. And then they burn their house down. And then...
So Ed is 12 when he becomes a state alchemist?
Yes.
God damn, that's young. All right.
Yeah, wait. Let me see, like, the battle between the Ultimate. And then the show starts in what I believe is 1913, 1914. So they're... And Alphonse says I'm 15. I think he says 15 when the little dog samurai guy asked him. Just be careful looking at that because there were spoilers.
I'm not going to look at it. I'm going to just close.
Good shit. All right. No homunculi in this episode.
Unless
what, Jace? What
are you know exactly
what are you theorizing? What are you theorizing? Okay, verbalize your thoughts.
Their father is a homunculi who doesn't broadcast that he is.
But what do you think he is? You think he's Pride?
Or it could be father. Isn't father a homunculi? I mean, he basically eats a bunch of. He's eaten all of his disciples who are.
He melted greed and drank them.
Who are super fused with a philosopher's stone. But that's more to unpack in the future. Hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. I'm Jace.
I'm Josh.
We'll see you guys in the next one.